Hey everybody, Zero here. I picked up another game that I wanted to show off for the 3DS. This one's Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition. It's early in the morning and it's kind of gloomy out today, so the lighting might be a little bit bad. So I apologize if things are kind of dark, but this is what the cover of the game looks like. And this is one of the few 3DS games that actually comes with a slipcover. And basically the regular case is underneath, and the slipcover has the sort of 3D effect from like the old baseball cards and stuff. Some of the other games have that too. I think it's either Ridge Racer or Asphalt has it, and one other game, can't remember which one, but none of the ones that I'm really interested in. So just basically shows you some stuff on the back. There's a lot of information about like the multiplayer that you can do with the wireless and the, playing with other people that have a 3DS. But let's show you the game. Alright, so you got the spinning Super Street Fighter 4 logo at the top, but I'm going to turn off the 3D so that you can see that a little bit better. On the bottom you have an icon of Ryu. And as I said in my past few videos, I'm going to be showing you the load time, so I'm starting from scratch. So you do have some like Capcom type, startup screens and stuff, but you can skip most of the stuff in the beginning. It's not too long anyway. Remember to take a break, no one cares. So this is one of this is like the original intro from Super Street Fighter 4 that you can watch on the console versions. But as cool as it is, it's actually not in 3D. Like even if you turn the 3D slider up, it doesn't say 3D. Because it's actually just a regular cutscene, it's not 3D at all. So I'm going to skip that because you can skip it just by pressing a button. Alright, so this game comes with a ton of modes, which is really nice for, see, I've already unlocked stuff just from the last time I played, but this game comes with a ton of modes, which is good for, if you have Wi-Fi and you want to play with other people. Arcade is just 8 matches going against different people based on the story. Based on which character you pick. Versus is just against another person. 3D versus is where it uses the dynamic view. It's kind of misleading that they call it 3D versus because the game's in 3D as long as you have the 3D slider up. 3D versus just means that like if you don't know what the dynamic view is, it's something they added in this game where instead of just your character being on the left and their character being on the right, it's also slightly angled so that you're kind of looking more over the shoulder of your character and your opponent looks like farther away. I don't really like that mode because it's just kind of weird to get used to. Internet match, I did a whole bunch of those last night. It was actually really fun. You can choose to either randomly go against somebody anywhere in the world, like Japan or whatever, that might kick your ass, or you can do custom matching where you can choose the location of the person and their ability based on how many matches they've won and lost. I suck, so I won like one match and then lost a bunch. But you get like ranking points just like you did on the PS3 and Xbox versions. You have a challenge mode, which is just kind of like missions. Training, which is where you can fight like a dummy. You can check your player data, and there's figures in this game which are like exclusive to the 3DS version. They're like, I'll show you just like one figure. So like right now, the only ones I've unlocked are the level 1 figures, but basically it's like there's a figure for each character, and when you're in Street Pass mode, like when your 3DS is closed and you're in like sleep mode or whatever, if another person walks by with Street Fighter, your figure will go up against theirs, and then based on who wins, you can unlock stuff. You can also pay coins to unlock figures, which is kind of the cheaper way. Well, cheap not as in less expensive, but cheap as in not really fair. Okay, so if I go against someone right now, I'll probably like die because I only have one hand, so I'm just going to go into training so I can show you like what the graphics look like. So right from the beginning, every character is unlocked, which is awesome. I mean, you can play as everybody, even like Seth, like right off the bat. But my favorite character is like one of the newest characters to the series, which is Juri. So I'm going to pick her with her original outfit because I love her purple spider type outfit. And I always pick her second ultra combo because the first one's kind of lame. And then for my opponent, we'll do Ryu just so we can hear some Hadokens. Yeah, we'll do the Hadoken special for him. Bottom screen's not really used for much. Like, you know, it tells your player points, and then if the characters say anything, it puts the quote down there, but it's pretty useless. Okay, so I love Juri. Now, you can use the D-pad, or you can use the circle pad. Circle pad's good for when you want to do, like, fireballs and, like, sliding moves and stuff, but sometimes if you know, slide on the circle pad a little bit too much, you'll, like, jump when you don't want to, or you'll crouch when you don't want to, stuff like that. If you're just trying to move, like, left or right, I recommend using, like, the D-pad, but what they also added here on the touchscreen is two of your character's main moves, the super combo and the ultra combo, and basically they'll light up when you're able to use them. So right now the super combo and the ultra combo are gray. Your regular moves you can obviously always use, so if I were to touch that, then she would do the move. So like if I touch the button down there, it automatically does the move. Now that makes it easier for players that suck, because then they don't have to actually do the, you know, moves, the combinations on the joystick. But it is kind of cheap too, because then you can just button mash the touchscreen. But you're limited to just whatever moves are down there. But it's kind of cool. So graphics in this game are really, really good. I mean, since they're on such a small screen, obviously you lose some of the detail, like in the characters' faces and stuff. You're not really going to see this on camera, but I mean, like, their faces are so tiny that you can't really see anything. But as far as, like, the character models and stuff, graphics are really good. When you turn on the 3D, can't really see it on the camera, but basically the characters pop and the background pushes back. So nothing really comes out at you, but it's more of like you're looking inside like a diorama. And you have your high kick, you have your low kick, you have your high punch, and your low punch. You have the R and L buttons, which do other moves. I'm not quite sure which buttons those are supposed to be mapped to from the Xbox and PS3 versions. And then of course you have your, you know, Hadokens and stuff like sliding moves and all that kind of jazz. You build up your meter at the bottom still, and then once you do, you can pull off a hyper combo or an ultra combo, whatever they're called. But yeah, as I said, I played some online matches last night, and you know, the load times were pretty quick. I was able to get into matches fairly easily with people. There were always at least like one or two people looking for matches in my area, in my difficulty. So, you know, it's like, and maybe it's because the game's fairly recent, but I mean, there's a pretty heavy online, you know, community for it right now. So right now I've like built up my super combo, so I can do that just by touching the bottom screen, which is kind of cheap, but yeah. So let's see. I'm going to exit this, and I'm not actually going to do an online match, but I'm going to see if I can log into one, just so that you can see how long it takes. Okay, so internet match. And as I said before, 3D versus just means it'll be the dynamic view, which is like over the shoulder. So we'll do versus. I'll just do a quick match, just to search for players. And I found somebody in Japan. I'm ready, they're ready, and we're gonna fight. Alright, I'm gonna beat Juri, and if I'm gonna actually do this fight, I have to stop filming, so I will see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you like Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition.